Okay, so heel pain. Do you suffer from a lot of heel pain when you're walking, running, or just standing about on a daily basis? Do you get a lot of pain into your heel or into the arch of your foot? If that's the case, you're not alone, and a lot of people from the age of 40 onwards start to develop a lot of heel pain for no particular reason. They can't identify a change in their training pattern. Sometimes there is a large change in their training pattern, but sometimes it's very, very difficult to identify any specific changes or as to why all of a sudden they've developed this pain in their heel. And when they get up in the morning, it's extremely painful. First thing in the morning, that first step out of bed is very, very painful. And it's like glass stabbing you in the heel. And despite trying to rest it, despite trying to apply ice and compression and elevation and trying to offload it, the pain doesn't get much better. And it can be really, really frustrating, particularly if you're a runner, and particularly if you like to spend a lot of time on your feet, and maybe, for instance, you're a golfer and you can easily be walking around the course for 3, 4, 4.5 hours if it's a particularly slow day. But then all these things can really aggravate you and then stop your enjoyment of running or golf or walking. So what is it and what do you do about it? Well, plantar fasciitis, plantar fasciopathy, fat pad atrophy are all different diagnoses for essentially plantar heel pain, and they can coexist or they can be independent of each other, and they're slightly different versions of pain into the heel. You can also have a bony spar, which again we would need to get checked and decide if that's the case, if that's what's going on, we'll deal with that slightly differently. But there can be lots of different causes of heel pain. We are experienced physiotherapists and we're used to dealing with this problem, and this problem can be very persistent and it can be very painful and it can last up to a year. But the key message from this video is that please don't worry about having it for the rest of your life. It can get better, it will get better, and despite the fact that it can last up to 12-18 months, usually it is a self-limiting condition, which means it will resolve itself, and it comes on for a variety of reasons or no particular reason at all, and that can be very, very confusing. Sometimes it can be degenerative, sometimes it can just be certain changes that you have at that stage in life happening, and that develops your heel pain. So we can help by providing physiotherapy, because we know physiotherapy helps plantar heel pain. And not only that, we also have a new service which includes a gait analysis, which means we can assess your walking, we can assess your running, and we can assess your dynamic movement. We can put you on a force plate which has over 4,000 sensors. We are the first physiotherapy clinic in Scotland to be able to offer this service, and that allows us to analyse how your foot moves and how your foot behaves during your walking cycle, during your gait cycle, from heel strike right the way through midfoot, right the way through to toe off, and as you walk we can analyse that. Now the foot is in contact with the ground for roughly 700 milliseconds when we're walking, and that's a very, very short time frame to be able to assess it by just looking at it from the eye. That's why we need this software to be able to analyse you in more detail and give you more quality information as to how you move and how we're going to treat you. If appropriate, we can then recommend custom-made insoles which may allow you to continue to run and continue to play golf and reduce your pain while we do your recovery, while we do your rehabilitation, and while we reduce your symptoms even further through the more conservative management of plantar heel pain. So hopefully that's given you a little bit of insight, answered some of your questions, and if you have any more questions, then please don't hesitate to get in touch. And if you're a runner, then you can download our free advice sheet on plantar heel pain.